Alright, subpart H test. Test manual. The driver information will file with the state of the Federal Motor Carrier to improve the different driver information with the CLP CDL. The manual must accurately with the American Association of Motor Vehicle Administration 2005 CDL test system. Motion model commercial driver license. The Federal Motor Carrier Administration provided all state driver license and agency driver information must include information on how to obtain the CDL endorsement information requirements described 383.71. Applied consent for the alcohol testing described 383.72. Procedure penalties contained in the 383.51B. Commercial license permitting CDL holder exposed the refusal to comply with such alcohol testing state procedures described in 383.73. Other appropriate driver information contained in subpart E of this part. Information for the vehicle group with endorsement specified in subpart F of this part. Substance for the knowledge skilled and drivers must have in the outline in subpart G of this part. Different vehicle group with endorsement for the different detailed testing procedure include for the purpose of the test, how the respond direction for the taking the test state may include with additional state-specific information related to the CDL testing license process or examiner information manual. The state must provide the Federal Motor Carrier Administration pre-approved examiner information manual with conform model requirements paragraph in B1 through 11. Section all knowledge skill tests for knowledge prepared by the Federal Motor Carrier Administration examiner information manual must be compatible with the AAMVA 2005 CDL testing system model CDL examiner manual. Federal Motor Carrier Administration approved two state driver license agencies. Examiners information manuals must include one information driver application procedures contained 383.71 state procedure 383.73. Other appropriate driver information contained in subpart E. Details information that must be given the applicant. The details on how to conduct the knowledge and skills. 4. The skill scoring procedure minimum passing scores over the knowledge and skill test. 5. Information selecting devices testing routes skill test. List of the skills to be tested. The instructions on where and how the skill will be tested. 8. How performance of the skills will be required. 9. Cause the automatic failure skill test. 10. Standard scoring sheets of the skill test and standard driving instruction for the applicants. 2. A state may include additional state-specific information related to the CDL testing process. 383.133 test method. All tests must be constructed in such a way to determine the applicant posits as required with the knowledge skills contained in subpart G of this part. The type of the motor vehicle the endorsement applicant wishes to obtain knowledge test state must use the Federal Motor Carrier Safety Administration approved pool testing question developed knowledge tests for each of the vehicle group endorsement. Pool questions must be comparable to the AAMVA 2005 commercial driver license testing system 2005 item summary forms. Federal Motor Carrier Administration approved and provided all state driver license agencies. State method of generating knowledge test must conform with the requirements of paragraph B2 1 through 4 of the section of the pre-approved Federal Motor Carrier Safety Administration statement. Stated method of generated knowledge test must be compared with the requirements listed in line with the AMVA 2005 commercial CDL testing system requirements document for use for developing computer-generated multiple-choice CDL knowledge testing. Federal Motor Carrier System that is approved of the procedure. All state driver license agency developing knowledge test that each of the vehicle group endorsement. The requirements include the total difficulty of the question used in each of the version of the test must fall within the set range. 25% of the questions must be new questions that are not contained in the previous version of the test. 3 identical questions of the previous version must meet with a different location of the test of the 3 possible responsible questions that must be different in order. Each test must contain a set number of the questions with the prescribed number of the questions to each of the knowledge areas. Each knowledge testing must be valid, reliable to ensure the driver's application possible the knowledge. Requiring 383.111, the knowledge test must be administered of the written form verbally, automated, formatted, and can be administered in foreign language provided no interpreter. Even the administrator of the state must use the different version of the test with the applicant will retake the previously failed test. Skill test, the state must develop the administrative score test based on solely with the information standard contained with the driver examiner manuals for fire and 383.131A and B. State must use the standardized score instruction administered test containing examiner's manual referred to as 383.131B. Applicants must complete the skill test representing the vehicle to ensure the applicant possesses the skill required in 383.113 and determining whether the vehicle representing the vehicle the skill of the test group of the CDL with the applicant implying with the vehicle gross weight, vehicle rating, and gross combination weighting must be not in the vehicle actual gross vehicle weighting, gross combination weight. Skill tests must be conducted on street conditions under the combination on street, off street conditions. Interpreted prohibited drugs administered for the skill test. Applicant must be able to understand and respond verbal commands instruction in English by a skill test examiner. Neither the applicant nor examiner must communicate in language other than English during the skill test. The skill test must be administered successfully completed in the following order: pre-trip inspection, basic vehicle control skills, on-road skills. If applicant fails one segment of the skill skills test. The applicant can not continue to the next segment of the test. Score for the past segment of the test is only valid during the initial commercial learning permit renewed. 3 segments of the skill must be retaken. Passing score of the knowledge of skill test must be standard to contain a 383-135. Alright, 383-135, passing knowledge and skills. Knowledge test. To achieve the passing score, each of the following test driver applicant must correctly answer 80% of the questions. Driver to applicant must fail for the air brake portion of the knowledge test is issued a CLP CDL, but the air brake restriction must indicate that the CLP CDL required in 383-95A. Driver applicant who failed the combination vehicle portion of the knowledge test scores less than 80% must not be issued the Group of C and Group A CDL, PCDL. Skill test to achieve the passenger score with each of the segment of the skill of the test driver. The applicant can demonstrate that he or she successfully performs all of the skill listed in 383-113. Since scores listed in Appendix A of the examiner manual referred to in 383-131B. Type of the vehicle being used. A driver applicant who does not obey the traffic law of the accident during the test commits any of the offense listed as a reason automatic failure of the standard contained in the driver examiner manuals referred to in 383-131A and B must automatically fail the test. A driver applicant who performed the skill test for vehicle not equipped with any type of air brake system, CDL, or air brake restriction indicated with the license required in 383-95A. The driver applicant performed the skill test vehicle equipped with the air brake, air over hydraulic brakes issuing the CDL full air brake restriction must indicate the license is required in 383-95B. A driver application performed the skill test vehicle equipped with the automatic transmission is issued CDL manual transmission restriction indicated with the license required in 383-95C. If the driver applicant who performs skill test combination vehicle with the Group A, the CDL equipped with the non-fifth wheel connection, issue with the CDL with the tractor trailer, must indicate the license for the required 383-95D. If the driver applicant who removed the restriction in paragraph B3 through F, B3 through 5 of this section, applicant does not have to retake the complete the skill of the state of the demonstrator, the modified skill of the demonstrator that the applicant safely effectively operated the vehicle's full area brakes, overhead hydraulics, other manual transmission addition, remove the air brake, full air brake restriction. Applicant must successfully perform the air brake pre-trip inspection, pass the air brake knowledge test. If the driver applicant who removed the tractor trailer restriction paragraph B of the 6 of this section, the applicant must take the 3 skills testing representative of the tractor trailer. Alright, see, your state record keeping. States must record retention knowledge skill test record, test taken, driven applicants. Other tests must either be made a part of the driver history record, linked in driver history record, a separate file. And cut the tape there.